What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video, and today we're doing the recap. Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, LaMelo's first NBA start, pulled the W out, decent game. Let's get into it.
With my dude, AB the Hero. Well, we getting it down in the Ball State, baby.
Hey, AB, way to get out on the lane. Way to get out on the lane.
What do you thought about that, Jay?
I like that. Yeah, I told you, he's a hustler for it.
Let's go. I'm out.
I'm gonna give him a slow clap tonight. Like I said, if y'all watch my pregame thing, I told y'all I recorded that twice, and I would say that in my first video I had a whole prediction, and it was probably the Lord telling me, throwing off making me not turn the audio on because he knew my prediction was wild. And so my prediction obviously did not come true tonight. Well, now obviously y'all didn't hear it. And then when I did the second video, I forgot to even do a prediction. So that you didn't get that. But I'll say for LaMelo's first start, man, an overtime thriller of victory. This Miami Heat team, who actually is behind the Hornets right now in the standings, but still is a damn near a championship squad. They were missing some pieces due to COVID and some other things, and they had the whole house tonight, and they showed up looking like the team from last year's championship run. So I was like, damn, this Miami Heat team is good. Defensively, they did a good job of slowing the Hornets out the gate. I think that early in the game, man, the Hornets looked like you could tell that throwing Melo into that starting lineup was something new for them, and they needed to figure that out, right? Even the rotation of them bringing in the second the kind of second rotation of guys didn't feel or look right. That was off. I think Melo, and then him being in foul trouble, man, really threw the game off. But I would say for the 14 for the first start, man, 14 points, 7 assists, 5 boards from Melo. And then, like, what we'll do here is we'll dig a bit deeper and go into the game. But I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell and all of that good stuff. The channel has been growing, man. It's been growing and growing and growing. You see the numbers right there. So I appreciate y'all, man, every last one of you, for shizzle. We get the box score here. Melo starters. That's big right here. That's big. That's big. You watched my video yesterday. You'll see. I was hyped, man. I've been hyped. I've been waiting on to see my dog into the starting lineup for a minute now. And even before this season, man, I think that he got the skill set that he probably could have came into this league as a starter. Obviously, that didn't happen. Obviously, he had to wait his time. It's kind of crazy because I think he had a decent performance. Do I think he had the, like, performance of the night to be like, yo, when Terry come back, bro, we got to figure out something between Devontae and Terry? No, I don't think he played that good. I think even if you look at the box score, you'd say that Devontae outplayed him tonight, right? Devontae ended up being a plus 15, 24 points, 6 for 11 from behind the arc, 7 for 13 from the field, 4 for 5, you know what I mean? 5 assists, 4 boards. Obviously, Melo gonna do his things with the assists and the boards and all of that. LaMelo led everybody tonight with assists, but Devontae played better than him tonight, right? Hit some big shots. LaMelo hit some big shots. One of the things that killed LaMelo out of the gate, though, right here, personal fouls. 5 fouls tonight. I will say that I appreciate Borrego tonight for letting Melo play at times, right? So there was a moment where even the commentators thought that Melo was coming out of the game once he had 4 fouls. Borrego let him play. Going into the fourth quarter down the stretch, I thought that he had, like, pulled him. You know, I feel like the way that he coaches sometimes, it feels like when Melo was out the game, he never coming back in at times. So a few different times I thought he was done for the night, and then he kept putting him back, and he let him play in critical moments of the game, which I appreciated, right? So when you talk about when you have this coach who's always talking about situational basketball and learning and trying to develop Melo and bringing him along, when you bring him in the starting lineup and you have a game like you had tonight where situational basketball, closing out basketball games is what you needed to do, having him on the court was hella beneficial. You've seen times where they were making runs where he was on the court, same thing, they pulled him off. I think overall, though, this team played a good-ass game tonight, man. A good game, and we got to address it. And your boy Malik Monk went bonanza tonight. Went like somebody was trying to put the raisins in the potato salad, and he just slapped the raisins out of there and said, hell no, you don't put no raisins in my potatoes. And he went that kind of ballistic tonight. A plus 20 with him on the court, 36 points, 9 3-pointers. Good Lord. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Got some boards, got a few assists, 3 had a hell of a night, man. I think that, here's the thing though, I listened to Borrego's post-game press conference, and rightfully so, he was slobbing Malik Monk up and down, right? Just really giving him the praise and the credit that he deserves, because he has been through a lot this season. Folks mention it a lot, but he didn't play at all in maybe 9 of the first 10 or 11 games. At all. So for him to then get his shot and do this looks really good, right? It looks crazy on 2 accounts though, because for Borrego, you really want to give Malik Monk his flowers for being able to persevere, right? But you also ought to realize that he's persevering through your bullshit. Like, you just don't wake up one night and then can score 36 points in the NBA game. You don't wake up one night and then all of a sudden you can knock down 9 threes in the NBA game. You already have that in you. So when you got a coach who has you on the bench, not even playing for 9 out of 11 games, and you got this type of bag, the coach starts to look crazy. But I give a slow clap for Malik Monk because he did his thing. Devontae Graham did his thing. Gordon Hayward, right? Last night I was on DJ's Raw Uncut True stream, and somebody asked who in this game would have to be stopped in order for like the Miami Heat to get the W. And what I said was, obviously, you know, that you would think like, oh, LaMelo or somebody, but I said, nah, truthfully, like, if you take Gordon Hayward out of this game, you're forcing a bunch of other people to give you buckets. And for the majority of this game, they had Gordon Hayward out of here. I think like by the third quarter, he had only attempted maybe 3 or 4 shots, and he's averaging 16 shots a game. Eventually he cut it on, and in the fourth quarter and overtime he started to get more aggressive, and he showed up where he ended up scoring 19 points. But he was on pace to be a single-digit scorer tonight, and he came through, and I believe that helped kick it over to the other side. There's also a thing that I'll say, man. I mess with Malik Monk. I like his game, right? But he is one of these dudes who, when he get hot, he gonna shoot that thing, right? He turned into a black hole, and I think that there was a critical time in overtime where he was hot. He just hit that the big bucket to tie the game and send it into overtime, and then he came down dribbling, doing too much. First he had the raisins over here and was like, don't put him in my potato salad. Then he, for a second, put him in there, turned the ball over, and then I felt like he was like, all right, let me chill. I've been hooping tonight. Let us just win this game. It ain't all about me in this moment. Then we see Melo come down with the ooh and find a nice with the nice assist. I believe that was to Zeller. And then we start to see them take turns. Your boy Graham, a huge three in overtime. So it is a great game, man. It is a great game. If you didn't watch that game, you missed a game, because normally I will have the game on my phone checking the box score as I'm watching and all of that stuff. But what happens though is sometimes the box score will get ahead of what I'm watching on television. So like the score will be different here than it is there. And this game was so good I had to put the phone down and I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was a close game and I didn't want the phone to tell me before it happened. And I'm glad I did, because that boy Malik Monk came off that screen, took the handoff from Zeller and knocked that thing down. And realistically, when they go back, they're going to say that your boy Jimmy Butler, I don't want to say he lost this game for them, because obviously it's not about just one play, but there's a moment in which Monk hits that shot, Jimmy comes down and takes a step back three-pointer. Jimmy the whole night is screaming at the camera, "Get me the ball, get me the ball," because he's driving, either getting contact or knocking down the mid-range, getting to the bucket, and he went away from that for that thing. And obviously Zeller was cheating over the help or whatnot, so I believe that's why he was didn't attack, but he should have drove to the basket. The referees was blowing that damn whistle like they was at a like drum majors tonight, you know what I'm saying? So he should have done that. You see my dog Melo, 5 fouls. I love the fact that he did not go out and get that, and I love the fact that, for one, Borrego let him play enough to earn that 6th foul if he was going to get it. And then I love the fact that he played and did not even earn that 6th foul. Now, y'all know the thing that I like to look at, and this is the one thing that I was excited to see, of how would this look with Melo into that starting lineup, and like, would the start be different for this Charlotte Hornets team? And to be honest, it was not. It was a horrible start. I believe that, yeah, let me see. Around the time when Melo would normally come in, let's see, yeah, they had 12 points. About right here is where you would finally get Melo into the game, you know what I'm saying? And they had 12 up 21, and as you can see, ended the quarter with 28 points or so, because it just got crazy, man. If you watch this game back, Melo is in foul trouble. They bring in that second unit, and then they have to pull Melo out because he's in foul trouble. So that second unit that Melo is pretty much quarterbacking at times is out there with no quarterback. And they looked crazy, except for Malik Monk was just, I don't know, like his hands and shit was just on fire, and he was just throwing that boy in there. So that's what really kept him in there. But you compare, like, let's say the first quarter stats of this game to the one last night, I believe they had 39 points in the first quarter. So you see that they kind of got off to that slow start. And if you look at the final score, you see they outpaced that, you know what I mean, kind of moving forward a bit. Or I guess they didn't. If you look here, each quarter, man, really that third quarter, they kind of got into stride, and that really helped them with the lead here. But every quarter except for the third quarter and the overtime, the Charlotte Hornets lost. So overall, a really good game. I think Borrego, if I had to rate him tonight, I would say he did the right thing, obviously, by starting Melo, according to me. I do believe that it was a tricky situation to have to navigate with the fouls that Melo got in foul trouble early. In his post game, he addressed that and said, you know what? He said that Melo rhythm was off a lot tonight because of the foul trouble, which was true as well. But I don't know, man. I think Borrego did a good job of letting guys who had the hot hand play. I don't think he didn't coach himself all the way out of this win. You know how some coaches do, man. They start trying to play chess, and I would start trying to play checkers. You know, oh, no, what is it? They start trying to strategize and play chess or checkers, damn it, and then they really playing Uno or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Skip-bo. And he didn't get himself into that, man. But It was a good game. Shit, main man, AB the hero, man. I'm tired. I don't know if y'all can tell today, man. We've been working hard today. And like I said earlier, man, I appreciate y'all subbing to the channel. I appreciate y'all liking the videos, watching the videos, all of that stuff. We on our road to 10,000 subs, man. And I hope y'all realize that it's a big deal for me to have you all tuning in and watching this stuff, man. Especially folks this small group who watches to the end of the videos. I appreciate y'all so much, and we're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna expand it a bit and really push through. It's your man, AB the hero. I'm out.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.
There it is.